In this video, we'll be showing you how to pair and program a radio frequency remote to your radiator. Firstly, you will need to remove the front cover of the remote. Then you will need to pull the tab out at the end of the battery compartment to power up the unit. Then replace the front cover. The screen will now light up showing RF0. This means it is now ready to pair to the radiator. The radiator will have a receiver located on the underside of the radiator. You will need to press the LED light twice to allow it to pair. If you have done this successfully, the light will flash magenta. Once the light is flashing, you will need to press and hold the plus button on the remote to pair the two together. If you have done this correctly, the remote will show RF1. If for any reason you need to reset your remote and receiver, follow these steps. To reset the radiator, press the light on the back of the receiver for 10 seconds. The light will flash magenta. When the light returns to solid magenta, it is ready to pair again. Turn off the remote by holding the power button, then press and hold P1 and P2 and mode. Now press mode until you see the number 9 at the left of the screen. Press the plus button to show the version. Then press and hold the plus button until the remote resets. Now we will show you how to program your RF remote. Press and hold the P1 and P2 and mode buttons together to set the time on the remote. This is important as the device needs to know what time and day it is to run. Use the plus and minus buttons to change the time. Once the time is set, press mode to set the day. Use the plus and minus buttons again to set the day. Day 1 equals Monday, day 2 equals Tuesday, and so on. Once you have set the day, press mode again to confirm the settings. Your remote is programmed from the factory with these settings: frost at 7 degrees, eco at 15.5 degrees, and comfort at 19 degrees. Pressing mode will cycle through the settings. If you want to adjust these settings, use the plus and minus buttons accordingly. Do note that temperatures for frost and eco will not be able to exceed the temperature set for comfort mode. To program P1, press and hold P1, P2 and the plus buttons together. Now you will be able to set the times the radiator will turn on and off. Use the plus or minus button to set the radiator to turn on or off starting from 12 AM, as indicated by the bars at the bottom of the screen. If the bar is facing or pointing up, the radiator will come on at that time. And if the bar is facing or pointing down, it will be turned off at that time. Once you are satisfied with the timings, press mode to move to the next day. If you want the same timings every day, press mode to copy the settings to the next day. Once you have programmed all the days you need, press boost to confirm and apply the settings. Do note, if the program has not been saved by pressing boost and the screen times out due to inactivity, you will need to reprogram the timings again. In this video, we will show you how to use the boost function and how to disable the open window detection system. If you want to put your radiator in boost mode, press the boost button once. Do note you can only set boost in eco or comfort modes. This will default to a boost time of 60 minutes, but you can use plus or minus buttons to increase or decrease the boost duration. Press boost again to cancel. Do note that you will only be able to see the boost timer on screen when boost mode is active. If you would like to disable the open window detection, you will need to go into the background settings. You may want to turn this off if you have a drafty property and it is causing the sensor to think there is an open window and turning the radiator off. First, you will need to power off the unit by pressing and holding the power button. It will beep twice. When the unit is off, press and hold the P1, P2 and mode buttons until you see the 0BO displayed. Then press mode once to cycle to 1DE. Once you see 1DE displayed, press minus until the unit shows DE0. Now press mode until you see the unit turn off. You have now successfully disabled the open window detection.